Hello everyone, I'm Manuel and welcome back to my YouTube channel, WineTech. Today we have the Elephone U Pro, which is the very first try in the mid-range from Elephone. Will be a good result or they will have some flaws? Well, let's find out together. Okay, let's talk about specification first. The smartphone comes with the Qualcomm Snapdragon 660, an octa-core at 2.2 GHz with 6 GB of RAM and 128 GB of internal storage. And the phone is dual SIM and is expandable with an SD card up to 1 TB by giving up the second SIM slot. You can either have 2 SIMs or 1 SIM and 1 micro SD card. And the SD can also be used as internal storage, and the phone supports OTG. Aesthetically speaking, the phone is absolutely gorgeous, with a look that reminds the Samsung Galaxy S9. We have glass in the back and a metal frame with a curved front glass with an AMOLED screen. On the back we have a dual camera setup, a dual 13 megapixel camera, one RGB and one mono. We also have the dual tone flashlight and the fingerprint scanner right below the camera. The scanner is not among the fastest nor the most accurate around, with an average accuracy of 8 out of 10. I would also like to point out that if you use the back cover provided with the phone, the fingerprint scanner will have a hard time recognizing any fingerprint, becoming close to useless. And that's not anyone would expect from a $400 phone. On the front, we also have an 8 megapixel camera, right here, the top speaker, the proximity sensor and light sensor, and right here on the right side we have an LED indicator. Unfortunately, this LED only works for charging the phone, becomes red while charging and green when it's full charged, but it doesn't work as a notification LED. The phone also does not yet support Face Unlock, that will come with a future update. And the phone also has NFC. On the right side we have the power button, the volume up and down ones. We have the Type-C entrance, the speaker and microphone. On the right side we have absolutely nothing, just the frame. And on top we have the SIM tray right here. We also have 2 plastic bands. I don't know if the camera can focus properly. We have 2 plastic, we can see one and one right here. We also have on the bottom for the antennas. The back is all in glass and gives off a premium looking. Also the metal frame feels nice and holding the phone looks absolutely great. I also wanted to show you the fingerprint scanner, just that is not among the fastest. It takes around 1 second to unlock, maybe it's slightly less than 1. Yeah, right here is accurate, but if you use the cover that's provided, this one, the plastic one, it becomes really difficult for the fingerprint scanner to actually understand that's your fingerprints. The phone has a 6 inches OLED screen with full HD plus and 18:9 ratio, and it's also curved on the edges. That gives off a premium and an awesome looking feeling. The brightness, the automatic brightness works fast and it can easily be read in direct sunlight. It also has a nice fingerprint resistant coating both on the front and on the back. But personally I don't like the curved edges screen because I happen to press something just by holding the phone, and watching videos in landscape mode can sometimes be a pain because you have to extremely be careful in how you hold the phone. The phone comes directly with Android 8 Oreo and a personalized interface that I liked a lot. It can also be changed with a few others with the Them app. Let's just have a look at all the options we have. We only have 4 at the moment. There's nothing else to add on the software, because other than some slight changes in icons, the phone is close to stock Android, so the experience is easy and clean with very few personalization. The phone is smooth and fast, thanks to the Snapdragon 660, and you won't have any issue, lag, freeze or reboot with this phone. Talking about gaming, with 6GB of RAM and the Adreno 512, gaming is absolutely and incredibly smooth. You won't have any problem with any of the games around. Talking about connectivity, we have the dual band Wi-Fi, both 2.4 and 5 GHz, which has a longer range than other phones. The GPS works nice and it's very accurate and fast. It takes around 2 seconds to get a satellite fix. The phone has Bluetooth 5.0, which worked perfectly with my car, earphones and laptop. The speaker on top is among the best I've ever tried, with clear and crisp sound. The speaker on the bottom is also good and very loud. The phone has a 3550 mAh battery that, combined with the great optimization at the Snapdragon 660, will easily take you to the end of the day with more than 50% left. Moreover, the phone supports the Qualcomm Fast Charging 3.0, which will make charging incredibly fast. From 0 to 100 will only take around 1 hour and a half. So it will be almost impossible to run out of battery wherever you are. The phone also supports wireless charging, but it's obviously slower than the cable, and you need to place the phone in an exact and precise position, otherwise it won't charge. I'll just show you how good the battery is. This is a screenshot I took. The phone was up and running for 15 hours, and as you can see, at 10 PM I still had 36% left with 9 hours and 3 hours and a half of screen on time. And now let's talk about the camera. On the back we have a double 13 megapixel setup, while on the front we have an 18 megapixel one. And here lies the biggest flaw of this phone. Pictures are not up to the price and the setup, with pictures that rarely are sufficient in detail and colors. Moreover, the 13 megapixel camera only works in a 4:3 ratio, almost squared. And if you like to take pictures in the most used 16:9 ratio, it drops down to 8 megapixel. But it's not 8, it's just a zoom in of the 4:3 ratio. Therefore, pictures are even worse. Pictures taken during the day have a sufficient amount of detail, but the colors are usually not accurate, and you will have to take a lot of them before getting a nice one. Pictures at night are absolutely bad, the colors are just terribly wrong, and there's so much noise. The camera performance is even worse than most of the 150 phones around. The front takes good pictures with good lighting, but it's actually not that bad with low lighting as well. It looks even better than the back one. This time the secondary camera is somewhat useful. It will record the depth of field of the photo, but it works just a little better than the average Chinese phones, and the software seems yet to be completed. And here we have an example of video recording. Hello everyone, this is a sample. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be any image stabilization, or it's either a quite soft one. So, in conclusion, for $400 you're getting an incredible design and build quality, a fast and reliable software, the Snapdragon 660, which is the best among the processors around in my opinion, 6GB of RAM and 128GB of internal storage, an incredible autonomy, an 18:9 curved AMOLED screen and NFC. However, on the other side, we have a camera setup that is not up to the phone price, with performance even worse than other $150 phones. The fingerprint scanner also has just this problem that works really bad with any cover you mount, so it's just a pity. In conclusion, I really like this smartphone. I mean, it's fast, never laggy, never a reboot, and also the battery is good. So, I mean, it's a pity that the camera isn't up to the $400 price tag that this phone is selling for. So, I mean, if you find it at around $300, you should definitely buy this one, but right now, you better wait for a price drop. Thanks everyone for watching. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. You can also follow me on Instagram and Facebook, and if you'd like to buy this smartphone, I will leave the link in the description box below. Well, see you soon in the next video. Ciao!